the world is not enough. If James Bond is to be believed. Welcome to the first game in my A to Z or Z, depending on your country of origin, playthrough of every game released for the Sony PlayStation, the original, the PS1 or PSX, however you wish to term it, Sony's maiden console, and it's a James Bond game. I'm not sure I actually ever played this one. I must have, because I loved the Bond. Well, I loved GoldenEye. I'll stop short of saying I love the Bond games, because I remember Tomorrow Never Dies being absolutely shocking. But everything was really kind of after GoldenEye. They weren't made by Rare, and they just weren't as good. Although I quite liked a couple of the PS2 ones. I remember liking, was it Everything or Nothing and Nightfire, I think. This is quite a nice intro, so it looks like it's using some clips from the film. Very average Bond film, and I say that as someone who was a massive fan of the Brosnan films. I loved GoldenEye as a movie, fantastic film. Tomorrow Never Dies was okay, and I think The World Is Not Enough was actually quite poor, really. Crap villain. Was it called Renard, I think, played by Robert Carlyle. And his power, if you will, or talent or whatever, was that he couldn't feel pain, which I always found really interesting, because it's like, well, great, okay mate, so you can't feel pain, but if I shoot you in the head you're still gonna die, you know. Anyway, whatever. So this is the menu to The World Is Not Enough. Obviously I'm doing a full playthrough of all the Mega Drive games, but I fancied going into the 32-bit era as well. Did consider going straight to the Saturn, but I thought, let's do it with PS1. So we're starting with a different company as well, so we'll get a different array of titles. I will move on to the Saturn after doing the Mega Drive as well, maybe intersperse a few. Okay, what's a VLF disruptor?
I'm providing you with a very low frequency.
John Cleese's Q, of course. I do yearn for James Bond, to be honest, to kind of go back to this cheesy style it used to have. You know, the Daniel Craig films are great in their own way, but there's just something about it, isn't there? There's just something about Bond being cheesy and being, a misogynist, and I don't know, it's just, that's the classic James Bond that I like to remember. I think the new ones are quite toned down, but that's the modern world, I suppose. Courier. So remember, the first level of the GoldenEye, the N64, was of course the Dam level, which was fantastic. We all love that, right? So let's have a look. I think graphically that's okay for the PS1. Not bad. Okay. And how do I get off this? I'm loving the Motorola use for my phone/gadget device thing. So I'm unarmed, as evidenced by the fist. Cell phone stunner. Okay, so let's try using it on this guy. Of course, it's X to attack. No R1, R2 use that I can see. This guard appears absolutely unaware that I'm trying to electrocute him. What is this? What is this? That'll do the trick, just smash him in the face. Okay. Of course the alarm's off and the receptionist is terrified. How do I pick up a gun? Can't see a way, all I've got's my stunner. Surely you can pick up a weapon. My ammo's full, but I don't appear to have a weapon. I'm cycling through everything that I have, and all I've got is my fist, my mobile phone stunner, my Motorola electrocutor, and my fountain pen that sprouts wings that I don't know the use for yet. Okay. Can I pick it up by looking at it? No. Okay. See what we're meant to do. So maybe that's for the alarm. Do I turn that off with this? Doesn't appear so. Let's try every button. Well, I don't know what I did, but the alarm was shut off. So we'll take that. Do I go in here? How do I open doors? I have to say, it looks better graphically than I would have expected. You know, in my head, the PS1 looked fantastic when I was a kid. Of course, it did. Titles like Metal Gear Solid and stuff that just blew me away. But you see screenshots of things these days. Like I remember, I played the Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy IX ports to the PlayStation 4 when they came out. Not the obviously not the FF7 remake. I mean the actual original port. They did one for Final Fantasy VIII as well. And you know, graphically, it certainly isn't as you remember. And still charming in its own way. But I expected to play stuff like this, and I just thought it looked really poor. But it's not bad. Very pixelated, obviously, but I have no idea what to do here. What does this do? It's frustrating when I know I've got the answer in front of me. Objectives: interrogate Le Chase, get the briefcase of money, escape, and do not harm civilians. Oh, I do have a gun. It's just in my inventory. Why couldn't I just cycle to it when I was going through my weapons then? Do I have to go to a menu to get my gun out? Fingerprint scanner? Do I scan a button on here? No? Okay. How do I open doors? Oh dear. We're trapped in the lobby at the very start of the game. Maybe the receptionist has an answer, or if there's something on her desk. What's that book, maybe? No. I don't know why I thought that'd be the answer, but it's not. Oh god. Not the fountain pen, get your gun out. Oh dear. We've died. So I'm not too sure, but what we're meant to do there, but we'll restart because now we know we've got a gun. So if nothing else, I can wipe everything out without having to use my fountain pen. And we should have decent health to be able to work out how to progress. Round 2, James. Get the gun out and let's smash the place up. I'm going to be a loud spy. I love that in this. The second that I equip a gun, even if I'm miles away from anyone, everyone just gets on alert. It's great. Okay, that was a hell of a lot better than the last attempt. Let's see how we do. What do we do now though? There was another guy. I'm assuming it's the difficulty that I've selected, but you might see there's a bit of an auto aim going on with a gun, which I love, of course. Do I shoot it? No. Oh God, not the pen. What is going on? Circle to open doors. Maybe if I'd read this a bit more thoroughly than just having a look at the menus, would have got there quicker. Should have listened to Motorola. Right, can we go in the staff door? No. Let's go out of the main one then. And there we go, that was always the answer, of course. Let's get the gun out because, you know, there's going to be people. Great prediction there. We don't kill the civilians. Take the lift. Oh, I'm not sure how this was received back in the day, but I'm enjoying it. It's decent. It's good for a PlayStation 1 FPS. I'd have. Oh, see the cursor is ripped right out of GoldenEye, isn't it? When you press R1 and that little red crosshair comes up, that is just like GoldenEye on the N64. So it might have been a different developer and a different film, but they were absolutely trying to replicate what Rare did. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I think it's a lot better than I anticipated. It makes me quite excited for how the PS1 library is actually going to pan out as we go through these. The next two games are also Bond, so it's a bit weird. The first one I'm doing is The World Is Not Enough because we're doing alphabetical order, but the next one's actually 007 Tomorrow Never Dies, which, as I said, I have played and I didn't think a lot of. I think I had that on PS1 as well, actually. Although I think it came out on a few different consoles. So and then after that we've got 007 Racing, which what are they doing in here? 007 Racing, yeah, I've no idea what that is. I'm assuming you just drive Aston Martins around. Maybe it's a kart racer or something. I don't know. If it's a kart racer where you can be Odd Job or Jaws, then it's 10 out of 10 before I've even played it, I'll be honest. Is that some body armour? Okay. Yeah, the last game before this I played to review was the Andre Agassi. As I've now confirmed it's pronounced, it's Andre Agassi, not Agassi. On the Mega Drive, and I'm enjoying myself a lot more, let's put it that way. On The World Is Not Enough. We're going up another lift. And as I review this game, we are now just a few days away from the PlayStation 5 reveal event. 5 days to be specific. I cannot tell you how excited I am. I've been there on launch night to buy every PlayStation since the PS3, which was the first console that I actually bought myself. You know, not getting for Christmas or whatever off my mum and dad. So yeah, it's always a big event for me. I will be there at midnight if social distancing allows. Although will I? Because this time I think I'll pre-order it on Amazon, so if I'm up at midnight I'm really achieving nothing. But I will be, I hope I will. I'm not trying to put myself under undue pressure here, but what I'd like to do is have my first go at a live stream, I think, of the PS5 reveal event. I think I'm going to give it a try. Even if it's just for my own ability to watch back and see how excited I am when they reveal God knows what. What am I hoping for from it? I want a Silent Hill either remake or reboot, whatever it will end up being. Too many rumours about that, and I really hope it's the case. How do I get in here? Get your gun out. Koffler KSS. What level, I wonder, it's reminding me of from GoldenEye. Maybe a bit like Archives, I guess, is the nearest. God, I love that game. Just saying that's making me want to do an N64 A to Z as well at some point. I just want to play them all again. You know, it's just nice to have a quick blast on these games for, well, however long I wish. I always commit to 10 minutes. I think that gives you enough time, certainly with some games like Altered Beast, to form a firm opinion. But it's not like a stipulation. I will go for as long as I feel is needed for me to get enough of a gist of what's going on to put my own interpretation of a score against a game. Not sure how I use this fingerprint scanner. Do I have to scan a dead body maybe, or we need to find someone, kill them and scan them? Maybe. What's that? Oh! Something's opened. Right, let's scan this guy before I kill him. Okay, that's not working. We need to kill him and then maybe scan his fingerprints. If you're doing that, that's quite advanced, I think, for PS1. How many bullets does this take, Gaty? Oh god, he's so dedicated to his job. Right. Let's scan him. Where's his body gone? Oh no! Was I too slow? Oh! We scan his thermos. I mean, that'll work, I guess. More body armour. Okay. We have been released from our room. We're back in the main corridor now, I think. So we can proceed a bit further. Oh, cutscene.
The report that Sir Robert King bought
What's with
was
that guy's
stolen from an
hands?
MI6 agent who was killed for it. I want to know who killed him.
Oh my god, look at his hands. Looks like a T-Rex.
Alright, but you'll have to protect me from...
Oh! She's done him dirty. What do I do now? Got briefcase, okay. So that's now my weapon.
Open the door!
Can't have anything else. Escape! Right, where?
Open the door!
None of the doors are opening. Break the window. Okay.
Open up!
It's not breaking. Oh. I must have used the wrong window, I guess. Okay. Well, there we go. That's a disappointing end. So, The World Is Not Enough on the PlayStation 1. I quite like that game. I think it's a lot better than I had any anticipation of it being. Yeah, not bad at all. And if that is how PS1 games are going to be, I'm quite excited for this. I'm looking forward to 007 Racing. I'm not looking forward to the next game, but at least we can see how Tomorrow Never Dies shakes up against The World Is Not Enough, if nothing else.